Good morning, students. Welcome back to your business studies class, in which we are studying the nature and purpose of business. I hope you all are enjoying your commerce subject. So please read the notes carefully and do the assignment given at the end of the PDF file. Make your own question banks and go through the video link in which I have explained the topic very clearly to you. So enjoy your commerce class and enjoy your subject, only then you can learn it well. So today we are going to do the topic that is business risk, and this is the last topic of our chapter 1. So business risk. As you know, risk means whenever you are doing anything, you are taking a risk for doing that particular thing. So business and risk move together because possibility of inadequate profit or even losses due to uncertainties or unexpected events termed as business risk. As we do the business, the risk moves with us as prominently as business. So it refers to the probability of losses and profits due to uncertainties or unexpected events. Or in simple word, we can say business risk means a chance of incurring losses or less profit than expected. For example, demand for a product may decline due to change in taste and preferences of the customers, or due to change in fashion, or due to change in competitors' policy, etc. These factors cannot be controlled by the businessman, and these can result in decline of profit or can also lead to loss. So this example says that there can be happened anything due to the uneventful events which can happen, like change in the taste and preferences of customers or change in fashion. So your old items or old products are not to be sold because now the customer has changed, his ideas has been changed, everything has been changed, so it can lead to losses. So generally there are two type of business risk. First is insurable risk and non-insurable risk. As you can see the chart in which there are two types of risk, insurable and non-insurable. So first we will take insurable risk. The risk which can be recovered are called insurable risk, means for which you get back the money for the loss, that will be insurable risk. The losses which can be made good or losses for which company get compensation from insurance company are called insurable risk. Generally the natural and physical risk are insurable risk. Example, businessman can take a fire insurance policy to recover the losses due to fire, theft, etc. Or he can also take insurance policy to get protection from flood, earthquake, or from damage of assets such as bursting of boiler, etc. Non-insurable risk. The risk for which no protection is available are called non-insurable risk. Generally, the economic risk and human risk are non-insurable risk. The businessman cannot get compensation for change in demand or loss due to negligence or carelessness of employees. So these risks are non-insurable risks, which can not be paid by any insurance company or which are not insured by any insurance company. Now we will discuss the nature of business risk. Business risk arises due to uncertainties like lack of knowledge of what is going to be happen in future create uncertainties in business. It may be due to natural calamities, change in demand and prices, strikes, etc. So the first point says that business risk can arises due to uncertainties, or you can say like we never know about the natural calamities that are going to happen in the futures, like flood, like change in the prices, demand, and the policies of the government, which are uncertain in nature, so which can make us to an uneventful activities or to inadequate losses which we are going to suffer in the future. Second, risk is an essential part of every business. Likewise, I tell you when I'm telling you the meaning of business risk, that risk is very important part of a business. You can't remove business and risk. Business and risk move together. There is always a risk that whether we are going to have a sufficient profit or not, or loss. There are chances of profit, there are chances of loss, there is the probability of profit as well as loss. So no business can avoid risk, although the amount of risk may vary from business to business. Risk can be minimized but can't be eliminated. Next, degree of risk depends mainly upon the nature and size of a business. So the level of risk is lower for small scale business while it is high for large scale production. So it says the degree of risk generally depends upon the business. For example, a business involved in fashion items bear more risk as compared to business involved in standardized goods, because the fashion is going to be changed in every era or in every week or in every year, but the standardized goods are not going to change. Similarly, a business operating a large scale bear more risk as compared to small scale business houses. The next point, profit is the reward for risk taking. Businessmen can earn profit because they are bearing risk. No risk, no gain. Larger the risk, more is the profit. So an entrepreneur bears risk with the expectations of earning profit. So a business gets profit as a return for undertaking risk. Greater the risk involved in business, higher is the chance of the profit. So this is the features and natures of the business risk, which says that risk is a main part of a business house. Now we will move towards the causes of business risk. Generally, there are main four causes which I have discussed in business risk: natural causes, human causes, economic causes, and physical causes. Natural causes. Human beings have little control over natural calamities like flood, earthquake, famine, etc. So they result in heavy losses of life, property, and income in business. So, in simple word, nature is an independent phenomena and human beings have no control over it. Natural calamities like earthquake, floods, drought, etc. affect a business a lot and can result in heavy losses. So the natural causes are such type of uncertain factors that human beings cannot make any preparation against. So this is the one main big cause which says that we can't fight with nature. So you can't make any preparation, any plan for these natural causes which led to you a loss. Second, human causes. Human causes include such as unexpected events like dishonesty, carelessness, and negligence of employees, strikes, riots, management, inefficiency, etc. Human causes includes such unexpected events like dishonesty, carelessness, negligence of employees. So, human causes are related to a chance of loss due to human beings or employees or the organization. The dishonesty of employees can bring heavy losses for business. The employees may leak a business secret to a competitor and may commit fraud also. So, employees may be careless and may mishandle the machinery and resources, which can also bring heavy losses by wastage of resources. The employees may hamper the production by going on strike, riots, etc. This can also lead to heavy loss for business. Now, the next one is economic causes. Economic causes are those causes which are related to a chance of loss due to change in market condition. like fluctuation in demand and prices, competition, change in technology, etc. I will give you one example. In 1971, when Janta government came in power, the Coca-Cola company and many other foreign companies were sent back from India. So it is a great loss for them. So there can be the price fluctuation in the market, there can be the change in fashion which led, or there can be change in the government policies which can lead to a great loss to the big business firms. Next is physical causes. Physical causes means which result in damage of assets are considered as physical loss. For example, change in technology may result in machinery being outdated. Use of old technology, mechanical defects may also result in damage of assets such as bursting of boiler, accident to employees, etc. So these are the chances which led to the loss, inadequate loss to a business firm. Other causes can be like political disturbance, fluctuation in exchange rates which result due to the stock exchange market. So these are the few changes. Now at last, I am going to give you one topic, that is starting a business, that how you can start up a new enterprises. So what basic factor effects for starting a new enterprises. So for selecting the line of the business, the first thing to be decided by the entrepreneur is the line and type of business to be undertaken. If you want to start a business, you have to find out that which type of business you are going to do. So there are main basic 9 points factors which are going to affect. So first one is scale or size of the business. After declining the line of the businessman must decide whether he wants to set up a large scale or a small scale business. First, he has to decide that what type of business he is going to do, that it should be on large term or on a small term. Choice of form of business organization. The next decision must be taken is to finalize the form of business. To set up a sole proprietor, partnership or joint stock company, then they have to decide that what form of business organization they are going to do. Means they are going to do a single man army or one man show, or they want to do it in partnership, or they want to do it in with some big companies. The third, location of business enterprise. Then they have to decide the place where the enterprise will be located. Before taking this decision, he must find out the ability of raw material, power, labor, banking and transportation, etc., which is most important from the point of view of any organization. Then the financial requirement. The businessman must analyze the amount of capital he might require to buy the fixed assets, and for working capital, day-to-day expenses. Proper financial planning must be done to determine the amount of funds needed. Fifth one is physical facilities, which includes machinery, equipment, building, etc. This decision depends upon the size, scale, and type of business activities he wants to carry on. Plant layout, which shows the physical arrangement of machines and equipments needed to manufacture a product. That for their production house, how many machines are needed, where they have to be kept, every layout plan has to be there for that. Competent and committed workforce. Then whenever you are going to appoint a human resource or the workforce labor, you have to find out the skilled and unskilled laborers and the managerial staff who is going to perform the activities for your organization. Tax planning. The entrepreneur must try to analyze the types of taxes, because there are number of tax laws in the country which affect the functioning of a business. So you have to go through all the tax planning laws and clauses which has been given by our government. The last one, setting up of the enterprise. After analyzing all the above mentioned points carefully, the entrepreneur can start the business, which would means mobilizing various resources and completing legal formalities. So in this, you have to do all the legal formalities for registering your company in the registrar of companies office. then you can start up your business. So this is our chapter 1, which is finished now, and I have cleared all the topics of business. So now I have given you one assignment. You have to answer these questions, and then you have to find out the answers of these questions from the above given PDF file, and go through the video very carefully, which will make clear all the objectives of this assignment. So please do your work regularly and carefully, and make your own notes and question bank from your PDF file. All the best. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.